Welcome back to another episode of Boom or Bust, a Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host, Terry, and today doing a film session looking at Mitch Trubisky's incomplete passes and interceptions versus the Green Bay Packers, keeping the train rolling as we continue to finish out the season. And YouTube is being super slow, so might as well record this because it's taking forever to upload my other video. So I'll have the run game up by the time this uploads, and then the incompletes, and then I'll also do the completions later too. But there's a lot of these holes, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of incompletions. There's 24, and so we'll see how much we get through. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this started. Is that right? Second quarter? Second quarter. That's interesting. All right, so that's a complete drop by Tariq Cohen. We've seen him have some concentration drops. And when we talk about concentration drops, we're talking about, guys that make difficult catches in traffic, but then drop easy ones. And so we have another version, a new version of the curl route, just looking at this real quick. Very interesting. Or maybe it's an old version. You know what? Never mind. It's an old version. So we have the curls. We have the vertical. This is just one where they do that kind of slant and spot. I'm going to call it a spot route is what I call it, where it's kind of like a slant, but instead of keep going across the field, you settle down in the zone. So never mind. Not a new version. Anyway, he dropped it. Not really worried about pass pro or anything. That was a concerted effort to get Tariq Cohen the ball, and he dropped it. And we know there's a number of those in the game as far as trying to get Tariq Cohen the ball. So anyway, we do an audible, go to trips right open, and what the hell? Somebody looked like they was blocking or trying to block. Allen Robinson looked like he was trying to block that dude. Okay, sorry, that threw me off. I didn't understand what he was doing there. But anyway, not a concept that I've seen us run too much, but there's the little drag. There's 3 different drags. See, I don't know what this play is, but anyway, we got a flag route that Trubisky. I don't know, man. Ball could have been a little better. Could have been a little better effort by Miller, but he's not a big guy. And if you listen to my position by position breakdown, I talked about this with Trubisky as far as the type of receivers that, that helps him in college avoid plays like that. So a little bit of a bang play you could put on both people, but I have no idea what that concept was. There was 3 people dragging, and I have no idea what Allen Robinson was doing. And plenty of time. You know what? I don't know. That's really tough. I'm going to go 50-50 on that. I think both, like I said, pass could have been a little better. I think Miller could have tracked that a little better. So anyway, we got a 2-on-2 or 2x2, but motions over to trips. Bunch trips, it looks like. Another curl concept. Trubisky extends the play. And I don't mind that. I mean, that's a good play. And again, let me please keep reminding people, there is an option where the defense makes a good play. It's not, whose fault is this? Who's this? Sometimes defense does a good job. All right, so this was clearly the curl concept that we're used to. And then play broke down, or protection broke down, and Trubisky extended. So curl, little out route, flat route. So Trubisky scrambles, and they just do a scramble drill. Trubisky puts it up towards the sideline. Actually, a really nice little accurate pass, but it was out of bounds. Real quick, we'll look at the pass pro. Obviously, nothing was open initially. Wasn't terrible. Now, Trubisky, I have no idea why he rolled out that way. He eventually got to where he was supposed to go, which is stepping up into the pocket, but he had to take a detour. And that's some of the pocket awareness that, we've seen issues with. All right, so we're still in the second quarter, almost the end. Actually, what down is this? Okay, because I want to make sure I peep the fourth downs that we missed, and that should have been intercepted. So let's look at the concept. But Terry, these tight ends are so much better. They get so open. Their route running is so much better. They can run against man coverage. So looks like the same curl concept. Oh, people don't understand that we run this a whole lot. And so you got the little bubble flat action. You got one curl here. You're going to have another curl across the middle, curl here. And just the late pass, undercut. And there you go. As I said, tight ends feast in zone and play action. Man coverage, most of these tight ends anywhere in the league aren't that great. So let's look at the pass pro. They bring the heat. And you know what? The pass pro isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Because everybody's good. I mean, you got 6 people coming, but the real pressure came from the extra defender, which is Trubisky's job. Now, Daniels isn't doing great, but you still got hat on hat. So let me go back a little bit because I'm curious. Because Trubisky held the ball. Like, when you have an extra defender, you need to know who to get the ball out to. And so that last blitzer is his responsibility. I don't know, man. Maybe they just did a good job. Let's see. Cohen's defender is there. Yeah, he falls a little bit. Now, that probably would have been the open guy, but yeah. So, since Cohen falls, you end up having 2 people on near Horsted, and Martinez drops out late. Yeah, just a good job by the Packers. No real quick outlet there. I think the outlet would have been Tariq Cohen. So this is the Hail Mary. I mean, why not? I don't care. Some people are like, why'd y'all do that? He can't throw it that far. I mean, crazy things could happen. That could have bounced and went to Allen Robinson. Jair has some serious ball skills. Okay, so that's an interception in the books, but we all know, we won't give that to Trubisky. So, all right, we got 2x2, motion again, bunch trips. So obviously, or not motion, audible. Obviously, it's not a real audible. They planning that because they've done it 3 times. And so, same one of our curl concepts. You'll see a drag. You'll see one curl, second curl out over there. Let me go back because I want to see. I like the drag. I mean, he's got good separation. That's pretty locked. That's definitely locked. That's good man coverage there. I like the drag on that play, but Trubisky loves Allen Robinson. And it's hard to see from there. We'll see hopefully better here, but it looks like he missed that throw. All right, so 4-man rush. Hey, Trubisky's got decent time. I mean, I thought I would see them work in our O-line. They haven't so far. Yeah, Trubisky missed that. That's accuracy. First down, 2 tight ends, 2x2, no play action, and that should have been intercepted. So 1 was actually intercepted on the Hail Mary, 2 should have been intercepted. So let's see what type of route we got. Tight end gets completely wrecked and rerouted. We got a curl, looks like see, now this is what I'm talking about. I mean, not that it really affected the safety, but if you're going to run a curl at this depth, why would you run a slant behind it? They're essentially in the same area. This depth, like, it's not far enough behind where these linebackers can't be in the way. And so, barring the throw, just looking at the route concept, I don't understand that. Let me make sure I stay near the mic. So I think this was just a flat route, maybe a little bit of a wheel by Holtz, but pretty much like a little curl slant concept, which is a little different than we've seen. But let's look at what Trubisky is looking at. So he's got the time. Kenny Clark comes off late, adds a little pressure, throws off his back foot. Even if Kenny Clark didn't apply pressure, that was not a good setup. That wasn't looking good. I don't like that concept. And I don't like Trubisky trying to force that pass. He clearly couldn't make it. I mean, it's not he couldn't make it, but see, this is what I'm talking about. Last week, oh man, it was a dime. Ooh, he threw a dime in the end zone against Jalen Smith. Yeah, making decisions like that, thinking you can make throws like that in those windows is what's going to lead to probably big turnovers. And we lucky we didn't have it intercepted. So anyway, so trips to the right. Looks like a China route. And who is this at tight end? The tight ends, they tell me they're so great. This Holtz, this man is locked up. I don't know who that is, but he could not get off that jam. So if this was a China route, it should have been some type of vertical fade. And then these guys were all going to do an inside. So to create levels, and then you got the flat. But Holtz never really got past Amos at all. And so that just never happened. But even with that, we weren't looking that way anyway. So here's the first level, draws the linebacker. Second level is one-on-one. Pass is behind Allen Robinson, which makes very difficult to catch. All right, so let's see from the pass pro standpoint. We got about 6 near the line. We know they don't all come. So 4 end up rushing. Coward recovers. That's just a bad pass. Especially if you go back, you saw the purpose of the China route. The first route is going to draw the attention away from the middle. And so this should have been, and it's not exactly a China, it's more like a trail route, to be honest, but that should have been led to the wide open space. You got to lead him across. Now, King does a good job of jumping it, but still, you got to give your receiver a chance. All right, so end of the third quarter, almost. Trips to the left. Curl concept. A little different, actually. The trips run a curl, but we got the inside tight end running. Looks like a post or some type of over route, which is interesting. That's different. But whatever, mostly curls. And Horsted wasn't going anywhere. And a lot of these guys are getting jammed up off this line. A lot of these tight ends. And so yeah, that's not a lot of time to throw. But as you can see from the concept, there wasn't a lot of people open anyway, besides, kind of that short curl route. But let's go through slow motion real quick. See this pass pro. Some people was getting whooped. All right. Kenny Clark eventually beats Whitehair, whatever. I wouldn't say whatever, but my issue is 68. My issue is Daniel not helping nobody, covering green grass. Look around, man. And then when he does try to help against the Darius, it's super late and it's not even a good angle. That's just bad help blocking, and you don't want to see that. And then Coward just gets whooped off the rip because he's trash. Okay. Still in the third quarter. I feel like I missed those fourth downs already. Oh, well. All right. Let's see what we have here. Looks like just an all vert, 4-vert concept. Yeah. Across the middle, vertical. And I don't know what happened with that pass. I'm assuming he was thinking about a backside shoulder. But let's see. Yeah, it looks like his hand got tipped by Preston Smith. Oh, if we had Preston Smith like I wanted. Long arms, yeah. It looks like the ball's got hit and is wobbly, so that is what it is. First down again. In the red zone, almost in the white zone, trips left. All right. See what we ran here. Got the curl, corner. And that's the spot route. It's 3 people right there. I mean, I don't need to say much more than that. It's 3 people right there. I mean, yeah, he could have made that. With a better pass, yes, he could have made that. I'm not too mad at it because it's Allen Robinson, but trusting a little too much. Falling off his back foot, throws a really inaccurate ball. Now, in this case, especially with Martinez flying towards him, you got to put this ball up high where he can high point it and then protect himself. You put it behind him, you put it short, he's going to get cleared. You got to put this high and up here. He's jumping so he can protect himself because he knows this hit is coming. But now you put it behind him, he can't shield himself or make the catch. So, but you see Trubisky throwing off his back foot. Late pressure by Coward. Definitely want to be better there. But as I said, Trubisky, when his feet aren't together, his accuracy really suffers. He's not a guy that can be accurate off platform like that. Now, this was one of the controversial calls. Let's just check the scheme real quick. So 2x2, little delayed release. You got Holt short, just a bunch of curl routes. Holy crap, we run a lot of curl routes. Yeah, so we all know how that went down. Very close on review. Probably should have been caught or labeled a catch. We in the fourth quarter. Oh, Lord. Cordell's wide open on this. And so this is the vert we saw earlier. And from the way he's slowing, I really do feel like this is a back shoulder. This is set up to be a back shoulder. But either way, that pass is nowhere near complete or near being able to be complete. So let's check the pass pro real quick. He's got time. Ball's not affected. I would love to know what he's throwing at. Ignore the siren in the background. That's what happens in the winter. All right, so start off in the 2x2 motion to a bunch trips once again. Yeah, I don't know what that was. So it looks like they were trying to fake a bubble because they looked like they were going to block, even though Cordell didn't. Then they tried to run verts. And yeah, just nowhere to go. Then tries to dump it off to Cohen at the last second. Poor play design. Well, yeah, I would say. Because that's something that you do after you've been killing somebody with that play. They weren't faked at all. All right, so let's go back real quick. We got 2x2. Delayed release by the tight end. This is like a post or over. I don't know what this is. I haven't really seen us run this. There's a lot going on right here, but I kind of like it. I like the delayed release by the tight end, especially with the over route, because that's immediately taking attention from whoever's in the middle. This is wide open. Then you come here with the drag. I guess that's a curl. Not sure what's happening on that side. But obviously, the breakdown in pass protection caused Trubisky to flush out. So let's see what happened. Oh, man, Leno. People not going to like this. So it's a blitz, but it's a 4-man blitz. I'm not sure what Leno was thinking. Clearly, Trubisky wanted to get Miller. And it's just a little too high for him. I don't know, man. I would check that Horsted pre-play, not after Leno missed the block, but I would have been looking or thinking it was a long, conversion, but I would have been at least thinking about trying to get it to Horsted after that delay release. Anyway, so trips to the right. We got a 4 vert, and that should have been intercepted. So 4 vert. And again, throwing towards 3 few. Now, the one thing I will say, I don't know if this is exactly 4 vert, if he was supposed to be running like a flag route. And that looks like what it is. He's absolutely covered by Kevin King. He was going nowhere. But I just don't understand why you would run that. Because essentially on this side, you got 3 verticals. And when you run one vertical to the outside, one vertical near the seam, you usually have one that bends towards the middle. And so if you're going to have one bend toward the middle, why run a flag? Why reduce him and run a flag route also? You're putting them in the same space. The spacing just does not make sense to me. Put a receiver out there and run a regular vertical. Either way, they would have good coverage. So let's see. His hand might have been affected, but either way, like there was no real window to get it to Anthony Miller. All right, so decent pocket. Definitely room to step up. I mean, that's a tough throw. That's a tough throw to make. Has some velocity, could get there, but they had that pretty well covered. You had to be darn near perfect to get that. All right, so 2x2. Shifting again. Well, nope, canceling it. Sticking with the 2x2, stacking it to the left. Curl concept. Gets intercepted. Let's see. Who was he trying to go to? So this is the interception by the defensive lineman. Yeah, I don't know who he was throwing to. Let's get closer. Let's see. Because Tariq Cohen was nowhere near there. So Lowry drifts over to that way. And there's nobody there. I don't know who he's throwing to. Besides the fact it's a good play by 94, I don't know if he was trying to throw it away. Anyway, backed up against our own end zone. Trips to the left. Curl concept. Now, why would you choose to go to Robinson in that situation? You got a wide open man here. You got a better open man here. It just makes no sense. I believe that was first down. You didn't need to force that. Or was it second down? Either way, you didn't need to force that. And that's falling in love. I definitely missed the fourth down plays because the game's almost over. How did I miss that, people? All right, so third, or trips to the right, sorry. No chance at that. Looks like it was another 4 vert. And we haven't ran much 4 vert this year, so interesting seeing us run it. But very inaccurate. Nowhere near. Two minutes to go. Second down. Surprise snap. Probably another one you could say could have been intercepted. There's a lot. I'm telling you, Trubisky could have had like 5 interceptions this game. So looks like another curl route. And again, you have these two running directly into each other. Robinson was open, but he probably would have knocked. He would probably got tackled by Horsted. I don't understand. Weird play to call, but anyway, 3rd and 10. Another audible or whatever. 2x2. Game on the line. And that wouldn't even have got a first down. I don't mind that concept because what you're going to do is take some attention here and then just run a over behind it. I don't even know what we're running. It looks like our curl concept, one of the curl concepts. So we got the drag coming across here. We got one guy going vertical, one guy like curling over the deep middle. Curl deep middle, a little out. But that wouldn't even got close to a first down. I just don't. I mean, I know you're in 4 down territory, but not only is it 2 people there, but just why would you choose that? Let me look at the pass pro real quick. We see him throwing off his back foot again, feeling flustered. All right, so 4-man rush. Tariq Cohen helps. And he didn't really he runs towards the pressure. He could have just stepped up. Like, there was no immediate pressure there. All right, so 4th down. This might be the last one, but it's 4th down. Another audible. Holy crap. When we like to run something, we love to run it. Another should have been intercepted. Last ditch effort, I understand, but still. All right, so let's see what this concept is looking like. So we get a chip on the edge. Really didn't need to. Horsted's out in a route, running a curl. Skin. I don't know what the hell is. All I know is none of it was open. And then Trubisky tries to throw back across his body. And it wasn't even close. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. So let's see this pass pro. Coward gets whooped. Everybody else did a good job. Coward got whooped, which got Trubisky to be flushed. And Trubisky tries his best, but the man is not an accurate one. And so I'm going to end it there. This is towards the end anyway. So, yeah, that was not good, people. That was not good. A lot of bad stuff in there. Definitely a little bit of pass pro issues, but we were a lot better in pass pro than I thought. But like I said, people was like, oh, no, man, Dallas, yeah, we ran the same plays, but it's the way we ran it and when we ran them. No. Our scheme, didn't like it before, don't like it now. Trubisky, very inaccurate. Takes too many gambles, and it's like, oh, man, he's throwing dimes. Yeah, okay. How many dimes did he throw this one when you're going up against a really good secondary and people that aren't going to give you that margin of error? Trubisky should have literally threw 5 interceptions. So we'll look at the completions and some of the stuff that worked for us, but yeah, same old, same old. So go to the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. Share it around, and I mean share it around. Get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe, and remember, stay up and bear down.